Alright everybody, today I got the return shipment of the two Munich 32 samples that I sent back to PCBWay.com. I have something wrong. What's up everybody, happy Thanksgiving. Today is November 23rd. Right now it's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just having a short break from my family event to make you guys a video, give you some updates. So the last 3 days I spent debugging these two bad boys, which are back from PCBWay.com. So about a week and a half ago, I had to send these guys back to China, to PCBWay.com, because they had some obvious hardware issues, and it was pretty heartbreaking because 2 out of 3 samples I got were pretty defective due to faulty assembly procedures. But they are back now and they are working just fine. So this is as good as it gets. But of course I did have to spend 2-3 days debugging some issues. I mean, it wouldn't have been fun if it didn't have any trouble, and it did have trouble. Luckily this time it was not hardware issue, it was all software issue. But to be honest, until 12 hours ago I wasn't sure if it was hardware or software. And I'm happy to report that it was a software issue that I was able to work out, but it was pretty damning experience the last 2-3 days, because I'm not looking for any more hardware assembly issues at this time. We are reaching the end of the month. We should have everything flushed out, and every board that's being assembled at PCBWay.com is getting tested, and they shouldn't be showing any issues, at least not to a large degree. But when I got these 2 boards back, when I realized that it was not performing as I expected, I was pretty nervous. I mean, what happened was that they did things slightly different than my expectation. First, they programmed the microcontroller with the firmware that I provided, using the ISP. So instead of flashing the microcontroller via the USB port, using tools like Atmel's Flip, they did more direct approach. So there is the ISP port, if it decides to focus. So ISP port, and they used a programmer, yeah, like this. Let me see if it focuses. Yeah, they use a programmer like this, plugged into their computer, and plugged the other side of the cable onto my board, and they flashed the firmware. And in doing so, they wiped out the DFU bootloader, as well as changed some fuse bits, and combined it resulted in some weird wacky behaviors, and until 12 hours ago I wasn't sure whether the problems I was seeing were due to hardware issues or software. But I'm happy to report that there was nothing wrong with the hardware. It was all software. I just had to restore back the DFU bootloader and flash the firmware in the usual manner, and it's working just fine. So I'm pretty relieved, and I am thankful for everything that went right the last 2-3 days. Despite it was pretty miserable. I was pretty miserable. I was pretty out of everything really, because I couldn't take my mind off of these two boards, because I thought they were not perfect, but they are perfect. Anyways, so that's about it for now. I really do want to document more on this debug that I've been doing, because I may forget it later. Let me see if I can spend some time writing them up. Yeah, I'll let you guys post it. I'll keep you posted with the production status at PCBWay.com. So they got all the latest firmware, test instruction, and whatnot. So they should be cranking up the production as we speak, and I really hope that I got the shipment back sometime this month or soon, very soon, so they'll PC and I can ship them out to you ASAP, because we are approaching December very fast. It's scary how this year has gone by so quick. Anyways, yeah, for those of you who are in the US, happy Thanksgiving once again. Hope you enjoy your time with your family and friends. And yeah, until next time.